Members of the press, thank you very much for joining us today. Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! Long live the liberation, long live! Long live! Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! We are gathered here today because yesterday we saw two of the countries, what we could call arch enemies, political arch rivals, sign a memorandum of agreement. We are here to acknowledge and rend our unwavering support to that MOU that was signed between the largest political parties. I therefore take this chance to commend my party leader, His Excellency the Prime Minister Raila Odinga, and the party leader of the United Democratic Alliance, who is the President of the Republic, His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto. But this one is particularly addressed to the young people. Last year we shocked the system, and with the signing of this MOU, we must now finish what we started. You see, we took to the streets not out of anger, but out of necessity. We gave this country a dose of truth, raw, loud, and undeniable. We showed them that the youth are not a footnote. We are the story. Is that not so, comrades? Yeah. Our voices rang through the heart of the nation, forcing Kenya to face a reality that they had long ignored. The future is no longer coming. It is here. Viva, comrades, viva! Viva! But revolutions do not end with sparks. Sparks light fires, and fires must be tended or they shall die. This moment that we created is not enough. We must see through the end. Our uprising was a beginning, not an ending. It is time to take what is rightfully ours. No more standing at the gates begging for entry. No more being spoken for. No more empty seats at the table where the future of Kenyan youth is discussed. We will not be spectators in our own story. We are not guests in this house. We are its foundation. The youth leagues of the parties you see here, within all political parties, we are saying that those leagues must be mainstreamed, not as a tokenistic gesture, but as a direct acknowledgement that the youth are a political force. In fact, we are the ones who caused this seismic shift in this country. Political parties are the temples of the state and governance. And it is time we stormed those gates and occupied the inner sanctum. If any of these political parties will not open the doors, we will tear them down. Now, fellow comrades, Parliament, the streets, and political parties, these are our battlegrounds. We refuse to be shut out. We refuse to be used as campaign fuel, only to be discarded when the elections are over. Whichever color you wear, whether it is chungwa, whether it's yellow for the wheelbarrow, whether it's white, it does not matter. We must all sit at the table. We, the Kenyan youth, will shape the future. Because this is not about party loyalty or tokens, and this is about Kenya. This is about the survival of our generation. We will no longer carry the burden of decisions made without us. The youth are not the problem. We are the solution. Therefore, to the 10-point manifesto agenda that was set out yesterday, the Memorandum of Understanding, these are the issues and how we want the government to address them. And we keep on telling the youth that do not mobilize from out there. Even if you disagree with political formations, we must all come to the table. It cannot be that they're coming to organize and then us, we are left on the streets. When the political formations are happening, we are not on the table. Lazima tuko kwa meza, ukweli urongo? Kweli. Therefore, when we talk about inclusivity in governance, we don't just want lip service. We do not want to be sidelined. I don't want to hear that a person has been thrown to be in the board of a PP2 school. Not that there's anything wrong with PP2. We want to have meaningful representation in the political and economic decisions for this country. We want economic investment. We want job opportunities here at home. Ama nyinyi mnataka kuenda Saudi Arabia kukua slaves? Jobs here at home with dignity. We want integrity in leadership. If you're a leader in public service, go and read Article 6, Chapter 6 of that Constitution. We want the right to protest. This has been enshrined in that MOU. And this we will take as a yardstick starting tomorrow, because we know that there are people who are organizing peaceful marches. If the youth are peaceful, the police shall and must not meet violence to them. We have lost far too many young people unnecessarily in the hands of rogue police. We want an end to police brutality. We want a realization of compensation and justice to victims of police brutality. Protect our sovereignty. Kenya belongs to us, not to the foreign powers. We don't want to hear this story of foreigners come to mine our land, they take all the minerals abroad and the money does not stay here. we have foreigners owning conservancies and large tracts of land, while these young comrades do not have land at home. Yes, we want the fight against corruption to not be just about lip service, and we will be monitoring very keenly within these political parties. There will be no hiding, there will be no impunity, there will be no deals behind closed doors that are unconstitutional. We want you people, as the government, to strengthen devolution. This thing where the national government wants to cap and not need the capitation, please stop joking around with devolution. We want an audit, a clear audit of our national debt. And we want those austerity measures to be put in place. It cannot be that we are still living in largesse, yet we are saying that we are in crisis and we will be in this crisis for the next about decade or so. We want you to have very responsible use of our resources. The wealth of this Kenyan economy must work for Kenyans, not for Swedish or whatever bank accounts. They must work for us here in Kenya. And lastly, we want you to implement that NADCO report. Go and read the WAKI report, go and read the TJRC reports, all these reports that involve justice, reconciliation, equality, and the freedom and liberty of the Kenyan people. Implement them. Kenyan youth, we will reject any sideshows. We will reject any intimidation. We will reject any attempts to divide us along tribal, political, and economic lines. This is not about politics, comrades. This is about our survival. And let me be clear. We are not asking for permission. We are not waiting for an invitation. We are here to take our place by any means necessary. If the doors are closed, comrades, if the doors are closed, we will knock them down. If the system resists, we will push harder. We are not just the future. We are also the present. We are the storm, and we will not be stopped. The youth of Kenya will lead, and Kenya will rise. Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Long live organizing in political parties, long live! Long live! Thank you very much.
So, members of the press, today we have had a consultative meeting with youth leagues from different political parties. And together we have formed what we call Youth for Broad-Based Government, what we call YBB. And this is our agenda. We want to carry out civic education. We'll be doing town hall meetings in each and every county. So what we want to ask you is that wait for us in each and every county. We are going to do town hall meetings to ensure that we educate the youth in this country and tell them the importance of the broad-based government. Na tumesema ya kwamba sisi kama vijana tumeamua tutakuwa laini ya kwanza. Na tunataka vijana wote wa hii Kenya wajue ya kwamba sisi ni wakati wetu wa kuongoza. And what we will do, we will ensure that all of you, vijana wenye hawana mwelekeo, this is a team that is going to lead you. Na wao ndio wataonyesha mwelekeo yenye mtachukua kama vijana. Comrades power. Power. Comrades ra. Ra. Nataka kusema ya kwamba tumeona ya kwamba kuna viongozi wengine kazi yao ni kutenganisha wa Kenya. They want to divide Kenyans in tribal lines. Sisi kama vijana tumesema hiyo mambo tumekataa. Tumekataa vijana kama tujakataa. Tumekataa. Na nataka kuambia hao viongozi ambao kazi yao kila wakati ni kusema hii section na hii section. Sisi youth from YBB, we want to bring all these youth together na tukijua kwamba umetoka region gani ama umetoka county gani, hii movement ni yenyu. And we will ensure that all the interests ambapo tuliona from the broad-based government, from the 10-point agenda, hiyo mambo ya youth will be the ones spearheading that program. And we want all the leaders in this country who are in the spirit of the broad-based government give us an opportunity as the youth of this country so that we can work together. They want inclusivity in leadership, ndio kuwe na utangamano kati ya the old generation and the new generation. Na vijana, I want to tell you this. Born are the days that you are being told that you are the leaders of tomorrow. It's upon us to take that opportunity and be the leaders of today. Na tunasema ya kwamba hatugoji kupangwa, tumejipanga. We are YBB and we are going to make sure that all the youth in this country are in this movement so that we can join His Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, in the unity call and making sure that Kenya is one. Comrades power. Power. Comrades ria. Yeah. Thank you.
Members of the Fourth Estate, I want to appreciate you for coming here today. And as YBB, we are here to affirm our support to our leaders of this country. That is the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga and His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. Tunasema ni asante sana kwa kuleta Wakenya wote pamoja na sisi kama vijana kutoka kwa mitaa zote nchini Kenya tuko tayari kuwa support through YBB, Youth for Broad Based. Tuko hapa leo tunasema kwamba we will not be used anymore. Gone are the days wakati tulikuwa tunapewa kitu kidogo tuende kuzua, wakati watu wengine walikuwa wanalipwa waende kuleta kuzua rabsha. Sisi kama vijana wadogo tumesoma, tuko na makaratasi na tuko na nidhamu na kila kitu ambayo tunahitaji ili tuweze kusongesha nchi yetu mbele. So kama vijana wote Kenya mzima tumeungana leo, kiangalia tuko na party zote hapa ziko broad based. Tuko hapa kuhakikisha kwamba tuko na amani. Hatutaki vita tena, hatutaki kuona Kenya ile happen last year on June. We want to say that we must be there. For us to win it, we must be in it and we must be on the table. As young people, we have not had anyone representing us for the longest time, but we know that our president is a listening president. The only challenge we had is that we had no one to represent us. That's why we are here to support them. As YBB, we will be going all over the country like my colleagues have said. Tuchukue maoni ya vijana wote, tujue wanataka help hawajapata, SHA haifanyi, tujue ni nini wanataka hawajapata kazi, zote tuziweke pamoja, then one day we will have a mega YBB declaration that we will present our issues to our president so that tuweze kumpea mwelekeo na pia sisi aweze kutufanyia. We know that our president is always listening na tunajua kwamba atatusupport. So that's why we as comrades here, as young people from the country all over, we have come and said that peace is better than anyone or anything else in this country. Comrades, viva! Viva! Comrades, power! Power! Comrades, ria! Ria! Broad-based ria! Ria! Broad-based star! Star!
Viva comrade, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrade, viva!
Viva!
As you can see, my name is Linda Chepkoech and I appreciate the merger that was signed yesterday, the memorandum that contained the handshake between the current president, His Excellency Honorable William Samoei Ruto, and the head Prime Minister Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We appreciate you shaking your hands, and we believe that whatever was contained in the memorandum, that there shall be peace in the country, that the youth shall be engaged in programs and activities taking place in the country. Then if it was for the betterment of the people in the country, then we appreciate it, and we hope that it shall come into fulfillment. Comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva, comrades, viva!
Viva!
We hope that we will be given tenders to do as well as youth. We hope that we will be engaged in government activities, and we really appreciate you coming and shaking hands, and we hope that it's going to work. If it will not work, then we shall appear in the streets. Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
We are coming.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Tuongee kama wa Kenya. As young people, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, we have similar issues. This is why we reject to be divided along tribal lines, along any party lines. And you've seen what has happened at the top. I really want to commend my party leader, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, for the merger the memorandum of understanding that he signed with the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. As young people, we have very simple demands. We want proper healthcare. We want an education. We want an end to police brutality. The young people have shed so much blood in this country, and we want that to stop. We want all the rogue police officers to be brought to book in this government, in this political dispensation. And we've said, we tried doing it out there, but then we realized that formation was not working. Now we are inside this structure. We are inside the room. We want to bring those structural changes from within. And I'm urging my party leader, Your Excellency, together with the President, sort out the issues with the youth are talking about. We have always remained to be peaceful. You have shown us that you can unite there. And if you're also a young person, and if you're out there, you're saying that these political parties do not work for you, form your own parties, come to the table. Let us ensure that when the deals are happening here within the political parties, we are not somewhere out there and missing out on this. So this is a clarion call to everyone in the movement. It remains strong and it continues. Gen Z now represents Generation Zote. We will not exclude any old person, young woman, differently able. They will be here. And we are asking this government to work for us, because that is the work of any working government. Asanteni sana.
You've heard the clarification. This is youth for broad-based government. My name is Victor Njeru, and I'm the SG of the Youth for Broad-Based Government. So I want you to get the leadership structure as it is. So I think you can do the introduction with the position.
Yeah, my name is Omwansa, son of Omwansa. I'm the Treasurer and National Coordinator of the Youth for Broad-Based 2025.
My name is Linda Chepkoech, and I am the Vice Chair for the Youth Broad-Based Government. Yeah.
Chairman.
Kasmuel McOure, I'll be chairing this initiative and ensuring that we bring all the youth together in this country to ensure that this government works and delivers for us. Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Long live Raila Amolo Odinga, long live! Long live! Long live President William Samoei Ruto, long live! Long live! Long live the Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, long live! Long live! Who says that the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga betrayed them? I think it is a rather unfortunate position. It is unrealistic because the Prime Minister has offered himself not once for leadership, and he has consistently been rejected at the ballot. So whenever he enters a handshake, it is usually him accepting and respecting the voters' law. And you know, this is like a marriage. It's like you're going out with a lady and they reject you, and then they hear you got married, and then they come and tell you that you know, now you betrayed me. I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga betrayed anybody. And if you see in the memorandum of understanding that he signed, the issues that we have been speaking about are the exact same issues that has led to that merger. And we are hoping that in this new dispensation, we will be able to realize solutions without taking the children of the poor people to die on the streets. We are taking these youth, because these are the youth who offer their lives. And sometimes some of them are staying on social media and they don't want to join us in the streets, or sometimes they don't want us to, people want us to have chaos for the sake of chaos. We have career activists who just, the only way the livelihood can be is when their people are perpetually protesting. We are saying, because all of us are on the streets here, Sindio? Yes. Now we are saying, we also want to take a breather. We want to be alive in a country that works for us. So the Prime Minister has not betrayed anybody. If anything, he has done yet again a thing that is in the best interest of the country. To stay away. And now, the thing is, he is also in support of the young people. Therefore, I think when it gets to the point where he betrays us, I will be the first to let you know. And you, my Vice Chair?
If you've read the merger, you can see that they are stating that they are going to work on economic, political, and
social.
The social welfare of the people of the country. So in terms of accountability, the president, the current president, His Excellency Honorable William Samoei Ruto, and then Prime Minister Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, then they are going to work together to ensure that there will be accountability in terms of answering issues to deal with social, political, and economic as well. Yeah.
Yes, like Izombino, as you've asked, the Prime Minister is doing nothing that he has not done before. He has gone to the streets. If anything, he went to the streets. He's consistently gone to the streets for Finance Bill 2023. Then we joined him on the streets for 2024. Now, because we've done protests and we've gotten an audience. Because remember, previously, there were people who were talking about shareholding, who did not want, they were calling us what we are kelele when we were doing Jar Revolution and Sufuria Revolution. Now we've gotten a chance at the table. That's what we are saying, that now we are embracing this dialogue approach. And that's why you even see at the end they talk about the NADCO. If the dialogue fails, the streets cannot be closed. But I believe that this process will bear fruits for the Kenyan. Ndio. I'll answer the first question saying that you asked if this would be the right time for Baba to vie for presidency. It has always been the right time for Baba to vie for presidency. But we, the people who claim that he is mtetezi wa wanyonge, have consistently failed him. We have consistently turned our backs. So there is no promise which you can make to Raila Odinga that we've not made to him 5 times. So we are saying, and right now would be the best time, because he would have sided with us and shaken this government and taken it over. But he chose to be a statesman, and he put his interests aside for the stability of the country. And therefore, he's not after power. I think he already has enough influence in this country, and he can get whatever it is that he wants. This one is for the stability of the nation. On the second one, I agree with you that there are only 2 tribes in Kenya, the haves and the have-nots. And that's why we are uniting and saying we will not be divided according to any other facet. We want to unite. We do not care about your creed, your religion, your race, your tribe, your gender. All of us understand that this is a class struggle, and once we do this together, that's when we will achieve the results. And this one is not even of course it is more nuanced, but we can do it together. This is just a beginning, and we will reach out to youths across the entire country, even the ones who currently sometimes might disagree with us. We will reach out to all of them. If there is a broad-based government, that government must serve the youth, and we are the youth. Asante sana. Thank you very much, guys.
Vijana musilale,
lale lale, vijana musilale,
bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
Vijana musilale,
hey, lale lale, vijana musilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
You can shake your hand as a sign of peace. Broad-based. UDA, ODM. Tujibebe.
Hivyo. Zilio comrades. Sasa tutapeki.